Another book in my collection, a large encyclopedia entitled Canine Lexicon by Andrew Depicting and James B. Johnson. This book cost me an absolute fortune when I bought it. It's alright, you know, gives you the different breeds. Tibetan mastiff is in here somewhere. There we have it. A nice black Tibetan mastiff there. Black and tan puppy there, very young puppy. A gold Tibetan mastiff there, very light colour. There's not that much written about them, but again it does mention them. Something there about a Tibetan hound. The Tibetan hound is known for its unusually short coat, the shortest of all Tibetan dogs. The campers are a nomadic tribe that keep these swift, lean dogs. They are described as ugly. Never come across those. Another book in my collection, a very large encyclopedia, actually entitled The International Encyclopedia of Dogs, edited by Anne Rogers, Clark and Andrew H. Brace. The latter being quite a well-known judge, I believe. On page 458 there's one page and one photograph of Tibetan Mastiff, stroke Doki, which is a German name for Tibetan Mastiff. Same picture there that we saw earlier, I believe. Another large encyclopedia in my collection, which cost me an absolute fortune when I bought it at the time. Probably about 15 years ago. The Atlas of Dog Breeds of the World. Loads of dogs in there. Yeah, hundreds of different breeds in there from around the world. Very rare breeds. Features over 1100 full colour photographs. That's with 3 full pages on there, which is quite good. It is highly possible that the Tibetan Mastiff is the missing link between the flock guard and the Mastiff breeds. He is from the area which gave us the stem of the original Mastiff. Yet he has a longer coat than most and a tail curled over the back. It is possible that the Tibetans crossed the original archetype with other dogs to obtain today's breed. While the answer is lost in the mystery of Tibet, the breed thankfully has survived. The Tibetan Mastiff certainly is the forebear of several modern breeds. Black and tan one there, another black and tan one there, a gold one there, and a young, rather gangly looking, that looks almost grey and tan to me. Another encyclopedia, the Encyclopedia of the Dog by Dr. Bruce Vogel, well known vet and journalist, TV personality. Just a very small piece devoted to the Tibetan Mastiff there. Just half a page. Another book, the Encyclopedia of Dog Breeds, written by someone who is very well known to people in the Tibetan dog breed area, is Juliette Cunliffe, and actually it's probably one of the first books I've ever come across the Tibetan Ki Apso, which is like a long-haired bearded type, often referred to as a bearded Tibetan Mastiff. Also describing the Botia there, the Himalayan sheepdog. Now, one of my favourite books, and I'll tell you in a minute why, is Tibetan Mastiff by. Actually, a lot of this book is written on the set. A lot of these breed books, TFH books, are written on the same template, and then they just change the pictures and the description. Because the first 2/3 of the book is dedicated to the breed, and the last sort of third of the book is more dedicated to healthcare and and things like that, training, generally things, everyday care that you would apply to any dog. Flick through that. I think that could either be moose. A little bit about the history of the breed, a few old photographs and things. This is a book well worth getting, and it is readily available, I think both new and second hand, on Amazon and eBay, and the prices seem quite reasonable as well. I think you pick this book up anywhere between £8 and £15, something like that. That dog there sat on the bench, so the bit. No, I don't think it is moose, I think it's rat pie. There's Karen Giles going over the jumps with him. That's a very young Chaos, Heron's View Downtown Boy. Subsequently to become top winning Tibetan mastiff of all time in the UK. Karen Giles with one of her dogs. A little bit there about hip dysplasia, showing good hips and bad hips. That was taken in Leeds, a very young Downtown Boy there, just as a puppy. My favourite picture on page 43 is my girl Tuba, the author's choice for best bitch at the Leeds Champ Show in 1999. So that's when Tuba was just 18 months old and she took best bitch. Subsequently went on to become top winning Tibetan Mastiff bitch of all time in the UK so far. That's my wife Janet there with a very young Kaya, Hezekiah. Sanna Rutler to the left there, the author in the middle, Juliette Cunliffe. Photograph on page 105 shows me headless with a big fat tummy. Very young Hannah and Kaya. Nice plate there showing the physical structure of the Tibetan Mastiff. All the different parts of the dog: forehead, ear, neck, withers, back, loin,